Major announcements from the Algorand Foundation. Today, they've got a new CTO, and guess what? It was not the one we thought it was. We were wrong about that, but I think you're going to be really pleased at who it is and how it ties to Ripple. So we are going to get into that and all the other Algorand news. We got tons of stuff for you today in our Algorand news segment on today's Frugal BC. By the way, guys, if you like this kind of stuff, please hit that like and subscribe button. Now remember, you don't have to smash it. You can actually just press it gently, and it works just fine that way too. And we are brought to you by the Haystack trading app. Makes trading on Algorand so easy. It's a mobile-first trading app that is one of the easiest ways to trade on Algorand. Check that out in the description below. We've got a link to it, and you can start trading today. Very, very easy. And we are brought to you by Marcus Aurelius, a meme coin and NFT project on the Algorand blockchain, spreading the word about stoicism. This is one of my favorite projects. I love both of these guys. The other one's by the team that does non-fungible domains and created Ready pools. We just got a great selection of sponsors for you, so give them some love in the description below. Also got channel memberships starting at only $1. You can see our portfolio videos and early versions of our experiments before anyone else at various tiers, so check that out on the subscribe page. You can hit the join button and become a Frugalnaut today. But enough about all that. Let's get to the CTO apparently starting a trading bot, so we're going to look at this one. If you've been following the trading charts on Algorand, you'll notice Liquid Hog has been in the trending tab for a lot. I still don't know a ton about it, but I thought this was kind of interesting and I should probably follow them, so I will. We are going to launch a public test for the standard trading bot, which will be set with a goal of accumulating algo. We are planning for starting it today. We have decided to launch the test tomorrow night. We were planning it. The address of the bot will be pinned at the top of our X profile so the users can see in real time the action it takes and the profits it has made in real time. These tests will be running until the beta testing of the public bots are finished. Full public bot is launched. This will be expanded to 5 different addresses showing real-time profits for the 5 main trading strategies we are developing. Just as a heads up, the public bots will be completely customizable, but these 5 strategies will be recommended for easy, set, and forget strategies. Well, I definitely want to I'll definitely want to try that out because I think that would be a lot of fun. It'd make a nice little experiment for the channel. There was another one that I was going to try out, but you had to enter your passphrase into the trading bot. I'm like, nope, not happening. There's got to be a way to do it beyond that. I'm not giving out my passphrase to anyone. So Peppy.algo said, have you cracked the code of being able to beat the current ARB bots on Algo yet? I can never figure it out. We are actually trading using buy and sell signals rather than arbing, which in my opinion is more fun to each their own. Yeah, it sounds like what they're talking about isn't necessarily arbitrage opportunities, although those are kind of fun to look for too, but he's just talking straight up about a trading bot. So I think that's really interesting. It'll be fun to see how that manifests, and it kind of gives me a chance to look into Liquid Hog. It seems like they're about the bots. Maybe I should join their Discord, as much as I can't stand Discord, but yeah, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. We got much more for you. I don't know if you guys have been following the news around Rand Gallery, but it's undergoing a huge transition, and there's some stuff going on behind the scenes that I think is super interesting. This post is from Algorand, a mutual follow of mine, I might add. Rand Gallery is undergoing major updates as we transition from the legacy tech. This major change is to bring you the Rand you deserve. Smart contract listings, ability to explore full collections, working offers, not logic sig based, and more. I don't know what that means, I'll be honest. Also important, we are working to bring ongoing operations costs down as we work to return the platform to profitability. Rand is 100% community owned and operated by the Goanna Community DAO. So this is a big transition. I met the guy who was behind Rand Gallery back in Decipher at 2022 in Dubai. Seemed like a good dude. I didn't talk to him a ton, but I was in a space with him, like an online space or an in-person space. We all were in the room together and we're passing the mic. It was pretty fun. But now I know it had kind of gone under, but then the Goanna Community DAO took it over, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, it says we are expecting the transition to be complete shortly and apologize for any inconvenience. So we'll have to keep an eye on that because I got some enthusiasm here in the chat. Like to see that. I think it's great. I'm really curious to see how this plays out, and I actually think Goanna would be really fun to have on the channel. So stay tuned for that. And speaking of, I got word A big get is going to be coming on the show pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. This next one, I don't have anything to show you, but today is the CTO announcement, and we're going to get to that news. But actually, a source inside Algorand tells me that there's a big DeFi partnership coming. So I can't really say what it is. I actually don't know what it is, but I think something huge is going to be coming down the pike later this week. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. If nothing else, we'll share it on our live stream on Friday. So stay tuned on that, because I think it's going to be something big. I really do think so. So keep an eye out for that. Anyway, that's just a little inside tip that I'm going to give you, but we're going to go on to the next news item, which is that Alpha Arcade is redoing its sports page upon popular request, but also we might have a little partnership cooked up. So let's dive into this news first. Now, for those that don't know what Alpha Arcade is, it is a prediction market that is built on the Algorand blockchain. And if you hold Alpha, and they even talked about it here, if you hold Alpha, you actually get US dollar coin payouts, and that comes from a cut of the fees that the prediction market generates. And it's been going up over time. We've been tracking that. We did a little experiment. The Alpha token actually really took off. So our $100 experiment turned into, like, I think it's about $260 right now. And at one point it was like 300 something. Anyway, Alpha says, we heard your feedback. The sports page just got a full redesign. Now it's way easier to place predictions across every sport. Yesterday we hit 32K in daily volume and the fee wallet stacked. USD payouts going to Alpha holders soon. I never know, by the way, if they're going to say hodlers or holders. Look, they kind of split the difference there. Actually, they said holdlers, but that's cool. And yeah, let's just take a look. We can dive a little deeper. I don't know how, like, is this going to be zoomed out? Yeah, it's still a little zoomed in, but you can kind of see, to get the idea. Here we got Jets, Dolphins. Good thing I didn't place any predictions on Packers, Cowboys yesterday. I think I would have lost my shirt, because I definitely thought my Packers were going to beat the Cowboys, and so much for that. Ended up in a tie. No spoilers. Oh boy. But yeah, this looks really cool. Good for them. But on that note, I'm actually going to be doing a little partnership with Alpha Arcade. They have a thing where they will pay you to stream, and so we're gonna stream some Alpha Arcade stuff, and we're gonna set up a little prediction market with them. I haven't figured out which one it is. You know, the CTO thing was it would have been a good one, but that one's over. So we're gonna think of something to do for the prediction market. I just don't know what it is yet. I thought about maybe doing it for subscribers. So can we get to, I don't know, 6,500 by the end of October or something like that? We'll see. I'll keep thinking about that, but that's definitely something coming down the pike. And otherwise, let's get to the next item, and the biggest item, which is that we have a new CTO. Now, we laid out a good case based on a tweet that Stacey Warden had, tweeted. And this is that tweet. It said, we will announce our CTO on Monday, which of the following is a false statement about our new CTO. And it was when they were very, very early of a very OG chain. And, we know which one that is now. They hold 2 patents in cryptography. That's actually the false one, believe it or not. They started and sold a company, and they are not Italian. I think a lot of us thought, oh, of course, it must be an Italian person. I accidentally hit the C button, and I actually meant to hit D, but either it doesn't matter, because I would have been wrong. Anyway, it was actually B. They actually are not Italian. We actually thought it was Vincenzo Di Nicola, and it really fit. My pocket laid out a really good case. Was the founder CEO of Conio, a successful entrepreneur, patents in digital asset security. Sounded like a good bet, except, you know what? I didn't see the OG. I mean, they said this is with Italian wallets, but they said an OG chain, and this didn't. I should have picked up that this did not hit all the points, because it didn't hit that point of OG chain. So who is it? Well, now we know, and I'm just going to read through a tweet thread that I put together for this. It's actually Nicholas Bogalis. Now, if you want to know who that is, he was Ripple's former engineering lead. He didn't just work at Ripple, he led the engineering teams responsible for the XRP ledger for nearly a decade. We're talking about someone who helped build and scale one of the most battle-tested blockchains in existence. Timing is everything. He's joining right as Algorand released their 2025 roadmap, focused on bleeding edge technology and mainstream adoption. We covered that roadmap too, by the way, and there was a lot of really big stuff in it. Let's see, his expertise isn't just blockchain, it's distributed systems, cryptography, and enterprise security. Big trifecta there. I call him the TradFi Whisperer. I like that. He's US based and leading Algorand's move to the States Stacy threw us off good with that not Italian bit. Yeah, I totally took the bait on that. And like I said, I meant to hit D. I accidentally hit C. Doesn't matter because I would have been wrong either way, but it did throw me off. So he apparently has the ability to talk to both developers and the suits. So we'd be really curious to see how he plays on camera, because I'll tell you what, and I definitely stand by this. To be clear, no one could ever replace John Allen Woods, which he, by the way, liked that tweet. But I said this is a damn good hire, and it is absolutely a darn good hire. Darn good hire indeed. Yeah, I don't know if you know, John Woods is now the CTO of Nillion. We'll be having him on soon. We're in talks to do it. I'll tell you, I'll give you the juice on that. But yeah, great hire. I think this will be good. Like I said, can't replace John Woods. And John Woods, he had been he's one of those rare individuals that is super duper smart on the technical side, genius level, at least from where I'm sitting, genius level, but also can talk like a real person. And that's really impressive. He almost became the de facto spokesperson for a while for Algorand, just because he was a very charismatic guy. And well, yeah, we're all sad to see him leave, but I'm glad they got someone of Nicholas's caliber. He's an early guy from XRP. I think that's a big deal. And it means that Algorand has something in common with XRP. We're benefiting from the knowledge of someone who's an OG chain. Now, so was John Woods, by the way. He had worked at Ethereum, he worked at Cardano, so definitely had the experience. So yeah, replacing one legend with potentially another legend. I think that's great. All right, and if any XRP fans are watching this, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Did you guys like him? Did you not like him? What did you like about him? Tell me all that stuff in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Otherwise, for Algorand fans, what do you guys think? I think this is a big deal. I think this is a great get for the foundation, and I'm really excited to see how that plays out. So I think Q4, we're going to have some turnaround. We're definitely seeing the markets starting to pump back up a little bit. I think October, November, and December are going to be big. That's what I'm thinking, and we'll keep watching that. We'll keep going, but otherwise, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Frugal BC, and I will see you in the future.